What's up, Truth Team? I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. Enjoying the sun. Some areas is getting rain. Enjoying life that you're free. You know what I'm saying? You're not on no cases. You beat 5 bodies, meaning 5 murders. Oh yeah, that's what today's video is about. A rapper who got signed for $1 million, caught 5 murder charges, and somehow beat them all. Let's get into it.
We have Mickey Truth.
Who is this? You got Mickey Truth kicked out.
Shout out Mickey.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth.
Child 5 got out of prison and signed a $1 million deal with Future. The Atlanta native got the chance to completely change his life, but he couldn't stay out of the streets, and now he's facing 5 murder charges. This is the wild story of Problem Child 5. Problem Child came up on the east side of Atlanta in Zone 6. Not much is known about his early life, but he jumped off the porch at a young age and has been arrested 13 times since 2008. He hasn't talked much about his family life in public, but in 2020, he went on the Ugly Money podcast and revealed that an Atlanta legend was like a father figure to him.
He been there since before I was born. So that's always been like a father figure.
Oh, wow. Big Bank is a major player in the Atlanta rap scene. He's a CEO of Duct Tape Entertainment and is locked in with huge artists like Future, Young Thug, and Playboy Cardi. And he's also affiliated with the Homicide Crew. According to Problem, Big Bank has been around his whole life. And when he was coming up, Problem got tight with Big Bank's son, Lil 1 DTE, and another dude from Homicide named Big Sosa. Problem first got locked up in 2008, and ever since then, he's always been in and out of jail.
In and out of jail, most definitely. So, back in 2021, Problem Child, caught a little, little hope, little glimmer of hope, okay? He was sentenced to prison. However, according to his plea agreement, he had 4 charges, 3 of them was dropped, and the only one that he pled guilty to was unlawful for a person employed by, associated with criminal street gangs to conduct, participate in criminal activity. He received 10 years to serve, 1 year balance, 9 years probation. So keep that in mind as we're going through the information that he was on a 9-year probation. Now, this was back in 2021, okay? He got out of prison in, I believe, September 2021 or somewhere around that timeline, okay? So, now, listen. Problem Child got hit with 5 murders, okay? And I'm going to break it down to y'all as far as what the paperwork had to say about it, okay? Fulton County Superior Court, down there with Fannie T. Willis and them, the same court that had the YSL trial going on and how people were so outraged and nobody was getting murder charges, all that. Yeah. So they have officially sentenced Problem Child 5. And guess what? Another nickname he got? Homicide. Homicide, y'all. What kind of nickname is that? Okay, but hey, he got 20 years in prison after a grand jury indicted him on 14. Keep that in mind, 14 serious charges, including 5 murders, felony murder, and criminal street gang activity. Now, you may be like, well, god dang. Hey, I'm just saying, according to the indictment that was filed by Fulton County, and I received a certified copy of this, okay, outlines that Problem Child was involved in the October 1st, 2019 murder of Chad Billingslea, allegedly using a rifle to elevate his gang status. Charges including murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a felony, participation in criminal street gang activity, tampering with evidence, and false statements. However, I know that sounds bad, Truth Team. However, 11 out of the 14 charges were later dropped, no pros, including all murder-related charges. And you may be like, no pros, we not talking about that. Lil Durk, King Von case, no pros. Lil Tim case, no pros. Meaning it was not enough to continue with prosecuting him on those murder charges. So yes, he was arrested for 5 murders and beat them all. All right. So I'm just saying. So ultimately, Problem Child pleaded guilty to just count 1, which was the gang activity, sentenced to 20 years in prison with credit for time served, not eligible for the First Offender Act. Now, I want to say that because we about to get into like why he's not. And the judgment allows for a future discharge upon fulfilling the sentence term. Now, he does have a co-defendant on his case, but he got like hindering apprehension and like giving false statements and stuff. That's what's his part. Okay. Now the reason why I wanted y'all to pay attention to the not eligible for first offender relief is because on the first plea that he got out in 2021. Hold on, let me put that up for you guys. All right, that he got out in 2021. He was already under that. As y'all can see at the bottom of this document right here, sentence under first offender. So you can't do it twice because you're not a first offender anymore, okay? So that's the reason why he couldn't get in on this one. Now, if y'all think I'm capping about all these murders, this is the actual intake from his jail record. You see all them charges? Yeah, gone. Gone, people. Gone. However, his legal fight is not over because you would think, all right, so he about to get out. I mean, possibly. It just depends on what happens at the probation hearing. Now, you may be like, the probation hearing? Yeah, because like I told you, Problem Child got out in 2021 with a 9-year probation stint. I mean, 9 years from 2021 is 2030. Is 2025. Okay. So he'll have to go before the judge to see if they're gonna violate him on that 9-year probation, or they gonna let him just keep it moving and whatever. And then he could probably be home. Now, the question is, I know a lot of y'all gonna have is like, he gonna be home and do what? Hey, he gonna come home and hopefully stay out of trouble. I will hope he stays out of trouble. That's just me. But that's the update on Problem Child. You may be wondering, like, where is he from? That's why I played the clip in the beginning. He's from Atlanta if you didn't catch it. I wonder, is Future still gonna, keep him signed? Is he still signed? We might have to do a little follow-up video on this. But with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. Catch you on the next one.
And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
This is the weakest, give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl, Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina.